Well, we were trying very actively to implement this policy of social distancing, but the problem that we were observing was that despite our best efforts, there was a spring-like break atmosphere in our bars and restaurants. They were packed with patrons in their 20s and 30s who just were not getting the message that being in close quarters in a contained space was not healthy. Even if they were not among the more vulnerable population, individuals in their 20s can go to their parents or people in vulnerable populations and carry the virus.
When did you notice that sort of surge of individuals into the bars and restaurants? And if any of you have ever been to Hoboken, you know it is a lively, fun place to go. Can't blame people for going there. But so when did you take action?
Sure. We took action when we realized, specifically on Saturday evening, when we realized that despite our best efforts to educate the public, our bars were still packed, our restaurants were still packed, and people were not implementing the practice of social distancing. That left us with no choice but to enact measures to protect the public health and safety of residents and people in Hoboken, and literally for the purpose of trying to save lives.
So what's open now, and to what extent are things open?
We have closed all bars and restaurants. However, we are allowing restaurants to provide both takeout and delivery service. And we are seriously considering the closure of further non-essential places of public accommodation. The economic impact upon this is not lost upon me, the economic impact upon both small businesses as well as the employees that work for them. So we are taking very proactive measures to address that concern as well.
How close in contact are you with the governor, who's announced his own basically curfew or social distancing policies for the entire state?
We are in contact with the governor's office as well as our federal delegation to see what we can do to unlock funds. Hopefully the next round of federal legislation or future rounds will address those small businesses that are impacted by necessary measures we have to take as mayors at the local level to protect the public. That hopefully will include relief for low and middle income hourly, part and full-time wage workers who rely upon jobs to live, and sometimes who live paycheck to paycheck just to pay the rent.
Right.
So we are very focused on that and very focused on advocating and in cooperation with our federal delegation to make sure that future rounds of relief address these very real on the ground concerns.